We had a 22-period practice today, and I really felt like it was a solid practice. About the midway point, through our fall camp, I challenged our team before practice that, hey, most teams are going to have a tough day, down day, feel sorry for themselves. I'm real proud of the way the guys responded, and I feel like we got better today. Update on our quarterback situation. Me and Coach Lashley yesterday, we talked to all 4 guys. And our plan this week, and we told them all that, hey, these 2 new guys we feel like have earned the right to compete for the job, and they're going to get the majority of the reps with our ones this week. Now that's not to say that Jonathan Wallace will not be the starter come day 1, but we're going to give those 2 new guys a real chance to compete for the job and really show what they can do. With that being said, we were talking to Kiehl Frazier, and we told him the plan. He brought up the idea that, Coach, I want to help the team any way I can. And we talked earlier that day. He came back the next day, and Kiehl moved to safety today. And I'm very proud of Kiehl Frazier. And I just want to say this, that he is a winner. He's a class act. He's a team first guy. I think back of when he was a freshman here, we weren't very talented that year around him, and he was tough, and he did a lot of dirty work. He helped us win 8 games. Last year, he was put in a tough situation, running an offense that he wasn't recruited to. But I'm very happy for him, and he's going to make our team better. And he played safety today and did an outstanding job, and he will make us better in the long run.
Questions?
Do you expect, Kyle to still be a part of that? The picture there at quarterback?
No, he's going to be full-time safety. He could still do some things on offense from time to time, to help us, but he's putting his energy in safety.
Talk about the 2 new guys, how they're performing so far in practice.
We've seen them both improve each practice, and both of them have extremely live arms. They both can run, and both of them are athletic. It's just a matter of, how quick they can get acclimated. And really, we're still looking for a couple other situations to see how they react, see how their teammates react. Like I said earlier with Jonathan Wallace, we know exactly what we have with Jonathan, and we have a lot of respect for Jonathan. So,
I guess you probably know better than anybody about getting a freshman ready for playing the SEC. You have to do that since you did it with Mitch.
Yeah, and we're going about this thing. I said from day 1 that whoever gives us the best chance of winning and being successful will be our quarterback. And obviously it's tough for a true freshman in this league, but he's the best, and we believe he gives us the best chance of winning. He'll be our quarterback, so he's got a chance.
Jesse, you looking to split the reps between Nick and Jeremy 50-50, or you have it some other way?
Yeah, it'll be close to 50-50. We're trying to put those 2 guys with our main group as much as we can this week to see how they respond, and really to see how their teammates respond to them. See who can move the ball, who can protect the football, and do the things it takes to be successful and to win.
Just to be clear, was it Kyle's idea to move to safety, or was this a joint decision?
Yeah, it was more Kyle. It was more Kyle, and like I said, I go way back with Kyle relationship-wise, and have a lot of respect for him, and he wants to do whatever is best for our team, and we need help back there, and he'll be a good one.
How much did he have to talk you into that move, and what did you see out of him?
We talked earlier in the day, and I said, let's think about this, and let's talk later on, that evening, and we did.
Gus, you said this week a couple of times, this is the plan for this week. Does that mean that the decision is going to be made next Sunday, Monday?
Obviously, we'd like to name something quicker, sooner rather than later, but that's just the plan for this week. And that's not to say that we're going to name somebody at the end of this week. Now, that would be great if we did, but that's no guarantee.
What have you seen out of Kyle to make you think that he's going to be a good fit at safety?
Well, he's a very good athlete. He played safety in high school, and he's a football player.
You guys going to have another scrimmage for quarterbacks to show stuff?
Yeah, we'll have another scrimmage tomorrow. The quarterbacks will not be live, but we'll put them in situations that we can evaluate them.
What do either Nick or Jeremy have to show this week to separate themselves from each other now that it's a two-man race? What are you looking for that they haven't shown already?
Yeah, well, it's everything. It's not just one thing when you're evaluating a quarterback. You know, who can get the ball in the end zone, who can protect the football, who's coachable, who has command over the offense, and who can handle the pressure. And we're straining them right now. You know, and we're trying to figure out, you know, what's in them and gather all the information we can.
How's Nick doing? He had a lot of turnovers last year, obviously. How's he doing with ball security, just when he's running, and then also just, you know, throwing the football?
He's done a solid job up to this point. Of course, that's our focus, not just with Nick, but, you know, we're definitely stressing that. Coach Lashley's stressing it. And so far in fall camp, he's done a solid job with that.
Anybody else, anybody from the scrimmage on offense, talking to Coach Johnson yesterday, he mentioned a couple of guys who had solid scrimmages, anybody on offense?
You know, we're so wrapped up in the quarterbacks. I mean, there was some good stuff, but it wasn't anything that was one guy that just stood out.
With the two new guys, how much of that decision was with what happened Saturday, and how much of that was with what you've seen through the direction?
Well, yeah, I think it's a culmination, but really Saturday, you know, was a day that, you know, we said we need to get a plan after Saturday, and it worked out that way. And, you know, both the two new guys have done some good things. And I'll say this, Jonathan Wallace has done some good things, and Kiehl Frazier did some good things. But it was just to a point that we were intrigued enough and really felt like they deserved the opportunity to try to win the job. And the only way you can do that when they don't go through spring is give them more opportunities, you know, to show.
Gus, if Jeremy doesn't win the job, kind of, how do you decide whether to make him just a normal backup or to try not to waste a year?
Well, we hadn't got that far yet, because, you know, he's competing for our starting job. You know, if he is not the starter, we'll come up with a plan, obviously. You know, you always want to take care of your players and you know, if they do play, to play them.
You talked to Kyle about Cody doing a similar thing a couple of years ago. for you.
Yeah, he knows Cody already. He knows the story, and yeah, and Cody's probably already visited with him, I'm sure.
Did Kyle, in your discussions with Kyle, did the thoughts of beyond changing positions, did the thoughts of leaving or moving on to a different situation ever
No,
come up?
I'll say this, he loves Auburn. He cares about Auburn. He loves his teammates, and his teammates love him.
Was Tony Stevens able to take part in Saturday's scrimmage?
No,
Was he back today?
he was back today.
Are there any other positions that Wallace could possibly play if he ends up being the third guy?
You know, I think he's a quarterback. I mean, I think he's a quarterback, and he's a good one.
Any other position moves so far?
No.
About an update on Justin Garrett, he got a little banged up, how's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing better. He's much improved, and I don't think it's anything that will be lengthy.
How about the Matrix position?
He was out there practicing for the first day.
What is the procedure for him? Does he have to come back and show?
Yeah, he's got an acclimation period today and tomorrow, and then we can get him in shoulder pads. But he was out there practicing today and looking good.
You pretty excited about finally getting out there?
I hope so.
How long do you expect Justin Garrett to be out?
I don't think it'll be too long. I mean, it's day-to-day right now, but it's nothing to get too worked up about.
What's the plan Wednesday with the day off? Is that a day where you guys try to formulate, look at more 2D all across the team?
You know, anytime you have a day off, you know, you evaluate the stats.